All right. How you doing, folks? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report for a Tuesday, November 23rd. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by HockeyPicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join. Sign up today and follow the top scorers each and every day right here at HockeyPicks.com. And let's take a look who our top scorers are right now. And yours truly, Ron Raymond, is at 896. Harold Lake and Harnett is at 817. Kevin Flash is at 817, and there's Sniper 1, Warthog, is at 807, and those are your top pickers and your top scorers right now at HockeyPicks.com. And folks, if you want to follow my plays each and every day, all you got to do is go to HockeyPicks.com, sign up, go to the most followed tab right here, and go look at some of the top scorers. And all you got to do is click follow my picks and go to your following page right here, and you will see my selections each and every day right here at hockeypicks.com. And if you're into basketball, I give out a selection in basketball right here at bballpicks.com. And again, let's take a look at who are the top scorers right now at bballpicks.com. And yours truly, Ron Raymond, 867. Michael B. Evans at 864. And Parlay J, Jason Orange at 859. And those are your top three pickers right now at bballpicks.com. And again, same process with Hockey Picks. If you want to get my picks for free, just follow my picks, go to your following page, and you will get my picks for free right here at bballpicks.com. All right, hopefully everybody's having themselves a good start to their day. And you can see right here, it's a little, I wonder if people are able to see the, let me see, I don't see anybody in the bullpen right now. In fact, let me just share this real quickly and see if people are getting the message. All right. We'll just share that right now. And again, if you're tuning in for the very first time, my name is Ron Raymond, and I am a 5-time champion sports handicapper in the industry. Been doing this since 1996. And during the process, I wrote a couple of books. One of them was the Ron Raymond's Top 50 Sports Betting Secrets, which you can get here at our website. Created the website worldseriesofhandicapping.com, and I hang my hat each and every day right here at atsstats.com. All right, also today's free horse racing tip sheet of the day is Parks Racing. So if you want the entire tip sheet today for Parks Racing, all you got to do is go to horses, free tip sheet in the pull down menu, go to Parks, and you will get the entire tip sheet for free today at Parks Racing. All right, there's Sandro. How you doing, Sandro? Good morning, buddy. And the network's in the house. What's up, Ron? And Sniper's in the house. And yeah, it's a pretty quiet Tuesday, a Ruby Tuesday. And let's see what's on tap here today. We're going to do the NBA basketball. We got, 4 games on deck here today. And I got a nice 10-0 team system on the Miami Heat. And I also got a system play. We got 3 NHL games. And we'll take a look at those 2 MAC games tonight. Western Michigan against Northern Illinois. And Buffalo taking on Ball State. And I do have a nice system play on that game. All right. Let's go to the NBA. And let's take a look at the computer picks. And Anwan from West Philly. Good morning, Anwan. Hope you're doing well. And let's take a look at the NBA games here today. We got 4 games here tonight. In fact, my picks last night in the NBA, pretty good. 2-0 last night. I had the under in the game between Indiana and the Chicago Bulls. And I had Memphis plus 10.5, and we didn't need it because they won straight up. So hopefully you guys were able to take advantage of Memphis last night, plus 10.5. I thought it was a good spot last night for the Grizzlies. Now, Miami Heat having a really good run here. 11-6 on the year, taking on the Pistons, who are 4-12. And we all saw what happened last game against the Lakers. A little brouhaha at Little Caesars Arena. And a couple of ejections right there. And LeBron won't be playing tonight in the Madison Square Gardens. But looking at the line on this game, Miami a 10-point road favorite. The over-under is set at 207. ATS forecast, computer pick, going to lean with the Miami Heat. 107.6 to 99.1. The over-under at 206.81. Looking at the Heat right now, as I said, 11-6 straight up, 10-7 to the over on the year, while the Pistons not having a good run. They've lost their last 2 games. In fact, the both games went over the total. They're 4-12, and the chance of them winning the game tonight covering the game tonight is at 45%, but it's at 34% for the Miami Heat, and that's based on 18 previous games in the Raymond Report Law of Average Theory system. All right, my line on the game. I had the Heat at minus 8.23 right here on the value index, and I had the Pistons at 8.88. So you are getting good value on Detroit. And if you like Miami, they are a little bit overvalued. Now the Lakers taking on the New York Knicks. Now the New York Knicks, a 4.5-point home favorite tonight against the Lakers. The over-under set at 214.5. ATS forecast, computer pick, gonna lean with the Knicks in this one, 106 to 101, and the over/under land on 208.9. So we do have the Knickerbockers winning by 5. And looking at the New York Knicks last game, it was a 109-103 loss to the Chicago Bulls. But the last 7 games for the Knicks have gone under the total. The last 2 have gone over for the Lakers. They are 9-9 on the year, 11-7-0 to the over. All right, we got Denver taking on Portland. We got the Trailblazers, a 6.5-point favorite tonight against the Denver Nuggets. And looking at the line in this game, minus 6.5 for Portland. The over/under is set at 213.5. ATS forecast, computer pick. Gonna lean with Portland in this one, 109.7, 106.4 for Denver. Now, Denver's on a 4-game losing streak right now. They're playing on 1 day's rest, while Portland's playing on 2 days' rest. They're coming off a win over the Sixers in their last game on Sunday, 118 to 111. And looking at Denver, they lost to a very hot Phoenix Suns team, 126 to 97. And your final game of the evening will be against the Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks. Now LA, a 5.5-point favorite. The over/under set at 210. And the forecast, going to lean with the Clippers in this one, 110 to 104. The over/under at 214.3. Dallas on a 3-game losing streak, while the Clippers coming off 2 unders. And my line on the game, I had LA minus 2.3. So you can see they're a bit overvalued at 5.5. And I had the Mavericks at plus 1.1. And you can see you are getting plus 5. In fact, one of the tools that I use here at ATS, it's the perception tool, right? And this has been a great tool for me to get a feel. And I'm always talking about teams. Teams go through cycles, right? And how do you catch a team on a good and bad cycle when you're handicapping? And again, if you've been following, look at this. This is the first time I've ever seen this. All the teams are neutral cycles right now. Neutral cycles mean that they're either 4-3 or 3-4 in their last 7 games, and you cannot get more balanced than that. Like, for instance, if I go to the NHL and I look at the NHL cycles on tonight's game, you're going to see that, we got some bullish teams right here. 2 teams, Chicago and Tampa Bay, and then everything else is neutral, right? And right now in the NHL and the NBA tonight, there's not a team that's going through a bad cycle. So that means they're not coming on. There's no teams on a bad losing streak right now. And in their last 7 games. And in order to be in a bad losing streak, you got to be like 2-5, 1-6, or 0-7 in your last 7. But I'd be interested to see what Detroit's last 7 games are. Hopefully we don't have an error in the system here. But let me take a look at Detroit, and let's take a look at their last 7 games and see what their record is. And I'm just going to check it out on the Rain Report. All right, so let's take a look at Detroit last 7 games. Yeah, 3-4. So 3-4, and then 4-3. For the Miami Heat, and that's why you are seeing everything's in a neutral cycle. The confidence level of the betting public of those teams. So right now, Miami has a public confidence of 57 compared to 42 for Detroit. Lakers 42, New York 42. And you know what? When you're thinking about the current market conditions of all these teams I'm talking about, that seems about right when it comes to percentage of the market confidence on those teams, right? So again, another great tool here to use, and you can see you got the type of teams, an A versus a C, a B versus a B versus a B, and another B and B. So B and B just means that the teams are 50 to 59.9% in the standings. So we do have some balance action here tonight. I think that's the key word of the day in the NBA tonight. You have some balance action. And I think that's a great way to look at tonight's matchup. So I can't wait to handicap these games for you guys later on here today and put up my picks at bballpicks.com. All right, let's go do the NHL slate. And only 3 games here today in the NHL. And I'm just going to say good morning to see who's coming in. Miss Denica's in the house. OG Wheat from Atlanta. Got to get those pearls out in the morning, right, OG? And it's a Maine's World. Jermaine Brown, how you doing, Jermaine? Let me see. Miss Denica. Isaiah, how are you doing, Isaiah? And morning sniper, says Sandro. All right. So people are stumbling, bumbling, and tumbling into the bullpen, and that's what we call our chat box. And folks, don't forget, we do this each and every morning, 10:30 Eastern. And tomorrow might be a little early or a little late. I got to go unfortunately, to a funeral tomorrow. So I will be, I won't be doing it at 10:30. I won't be here. So I'll figure it out and just watch the. Keep an eye out on the webpage, and I'll put on the scheduled date. It might be a little later in the afternoon, or I might do it in the morning. I haven't decided yet. All right, let's take a look at the NHL. And you got Tampa Bay taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. Now, minus 167 is the price tag here on the Lightning. And they're coming off a 5-4 win over the Minnesota Wild in their last game. Well, the Flyers coming off a 5-2 loss to the Boston Bruins. Now, Philly on a 2-game losing streak. You know, Philly started the year pretty good. Now they're 8-8 on the season. Tampa Bay, the defending champions, 10-7. And looking at my line on the game, I had the Lightning at minus 139. And you can see minus 167 is the line here on Tampa Bay. So a bit overvalued here today. And for the Philadelphia Flyers, their last 2 games have gone over the total. They're playing on 2 days rest. And we do have the Lightning winning today, 3.3 to 2.56. All right, let's take a look at Edmonton taking on the Dallas Stars. Now the Stars a 120 favorite. The over-under set at 6.5. ATS forecast, computer pick, going to lean with the Edmonton Oilers in this one. 3.3 to 3.1 favoring the Edmonton Oilers, who are coming off a 5-2 victory over the Chicago Blackhawks 2 nights ago. And looking at the Dallas Stars, they won their last game 4-1 against the St. Louis Blues. And for the Edmonton Oilers, they are now 13-4 on the year, 11-6 to the over, while the Dallas Stars are really trying to get back to 500 here, 7-9 on the year, 7-9 to the under. It's always amazing when their record matches the totals record, right? So it just tells you when they win, it probably goes over. When they lose, it probably goes under, right? So if we go to that type of analogy and that plan, it looks like if we follow the computer pick, then we should bet the under on the Stars tonight, right? So looking again on the line, I got the Dallas Stars at plus 118. They're laying 120. So the line value on the Dallas Stars is a bit overvalued tonight against Edmonton. But look at the Oilers value. I had them at minus 218. And you're getting dog money with Connor McDavid and the Oilers. So pretty good price here on Edmonton. Now looking at the Calgary Flames taking on the Chicago Blackhawks. Now Chicago 233 favorite. The over-under set at 5.5. ATS forecast, computer pick, going to lean with the team that's coming off a 7-game road trip. And I'm going to show you something in just a few minutes on Calgary. Now, the Calgary Flames minus 233 tonight against the Chicago Blackhawks. And for the line value on this game, I had the Flames at minus 202, and you're laying 233, so they're overvalued today. And for Chicago, coming off a 1-0 victory, Marc-Andre Fleury getting the shutout and the goose egg in the last game against the Vancouver Canucks. We all know the Canucks are struggling right now. Hey, Joe Namath struggling. And looking at the line value, I had Chicago at minus 102, so you're getting good value tonight on the Chicago Blackhawks. All right, speaking of that 7-game road trip, check this out. Where did I go get this here? I think I might have queued it up. No, you know what? I'll just go here. I'll go to the Rain Report. And Calgary coming off a 7-game road trip. And you know what? The thing is, if you teams that like, especially so they're on a 2 mountain time, right? So they're 2-hour difference in Calgary. So they're on the mountain time. So they're they just spent 7 games or almost 10 days. They've been on the road since November 12th. And today's the 23rd. So you can see they've been on the road for 11 days. Or actually before that, 11th. Yeah, November 11th. So they've been on the road for 12 days here. And the 7-game road trip. And any Calgary Flames team coming off a 7-game road trip, look at that. In the next game since 1996, the whatever edition of the Flames were, they're perfect 7-0 in their next game. So if you're thinking tonight that Calgary coming off a 7-game road trip, not a good spot, well, history tells us that, it is a pretty good spot here tonight. And I just noticed this. Any NHL home teams this year playing 3 games in 4 nights, look at that, 23-6. So be careful tonight. The one thing I'd really worries me about this game is since Chicago fired their coach, they are playing a little bit better hockey, right? Even though they had a little bit of hiccup in Edmonton, losing 5-2. They did beat the Canucks, but that's a bad Canucks team. They beat an expansion team, and they beat the Coyotes. So I wouldn't put too much stock into Chicago's wins the last couple of days. But this is a good win. 3-2 against Pittsburgh at home. That is a good home. But the key word there is they were at home, right? All right, so those are the NHL facts for today. And let's take a look at the MAC action tonight. And we do have 2 college football games. In fact, let me do the first one between Western Michigan and Northern Illinois. And let's take a look at the MAC action tonight. Hey, Hey, let's take a look at Western Michigan. The Broncos taking on Northern Illinois, the Huskies. Now, look at the total in this game, 60.5. The line is -3 for Western Michigan, and we do have the Broncos winning 22.09 to 18.42. And when you look at the records of the Broncos' last 5 games, 2-3 straight up, only 1-4 against the number, while the Huskies are 4-1 straight up, 3-2 against the number. And if you combine both teams' record on the total, it is 7-3, so 70% of the game. That means the Kogo is at a 42% chance of this game going over the total tonight, meaning a 58% chance of going under. And looking at Northern Illinois so far this year, 4-1 ATS at home, where Western Michigan is 1-4. And looking at some of the other numbers right here, home teams on 5 days rest, so home dogs on 5 days rest, only 4-13, straight up at home this year. And let me take a look at some of the other numbers down here. Really, nothing really standing out for me on this game. In fact, I thought I had, I got a system on the other game. So let me go to this game here. And so that's the forecast we have for Western Michigan. And you know what? Let me take a look at the system forecast. One thing I like to do is check the computer pick with the system forecast to see if if it matches, right? If it matches, then we probably have ourselves a solid play. But looking at the college forecast for tonight between Western Michigan and Northern Illinois, we have 33-26 for the Broncos, and we had what here? Let me go back here. There we go, at 22-18. So you can see a little bit of a difference. So this one here has it going under the total, while this one here has it going probably over the total, right? Or if you do the math, hang on, that's 59. So it does have it going under. So both games going under the total. All right, let's take a look at the game number 2 tonight in the MAC action. You got Buffalo taking on Ball State. Now Ball State on a 2-game losing streak right now. I got a nice system on the Cardinals I'm going to show you guys in just a few minutes. And let's see what the system forecast says here. 32-25 for Ball State on the system trend. And if you look at here, 38-27. So the numbers do accommodate the Cardinals here in this one. Now, Ball State is a 6-point favorite here this evening. The over-under at 59.5. ATS forecast, computer pick, gonna lean with Ball State in this one. 38-27, the over-under at 66.5. The Cardinals are 2-3 straight up, but only 1-4 against the number. And for the Buffalo Bulls, they are 2-3 straight up, 1-4 against the point spread. And my line on the game here tonight, I had Ball State at plus 3.75, and I had the Bulls if minus 0.32. So basically a pick'em value line right here. So good value on the Bulls. But I'm going to show you a system that I have here on the Cardinals. In fact, I got to go to the free Rain Report Lite version. And folks, you can get this for free if you go to the front page and you go to free college football stats right here, and I'll show you how to get all the system plays. In fact, the NBA system plays went something like 6-1 or 5-1 last night. So a very good night for the NBA on the system plays, which you can get for free just by going to our website. All right, here's the system tonight on Ball State, and it goes like this. Any college football team that's a 3.5 to 6.5 point favorite after a division game during week 12 to 16, they're coming off a 2-game losing streak, which Ball State is, and their opponent has a combined record of 31 to 40% win percentage. That home team is 11-2 straight up, 9-4 against the point spread, 6-6 to the over/under. So there could be, of the 2 games, I think this one here might have the best chance of covering according to the Rain Report system plays. All right, there it is. There's your MAC action tonight. So again, in game number 1, game number 2, we got Ball State 38, UB, the Buffaloes, the Bulls 27, and in the Western Northern Illinois game, here we go. We got was it 22, something like that. Just wait for this to load up. 22.09 to 18.42. Those are the computer picks, and if you're a loyal follower of the system plays, you can see the system plays here, likes Western Michigan 33-26 and Ball State 32-25. Hasn't winning by 7, and we have that nice system. So if I had to play one of these 2 games here tonight, I would go with Ball State -6 tonight, and hopefully that will help you out. All right, let's take a look at the NHL and NBA system plays for tonight, and we're going to use the Rain Report in this one. In fact, I'm going to go to the NBA. And I'm going to see here if I missed any questions. Normally, Sniper will let me know if there's a question. Detroit's a mess, says Isaiah. Yeah, they are a mess. Thank you, OG. Appreciate that. How you doing, Mark Nations? And Network. Let me see. Hey, good crew. Good morning. There's Telly. Good morning, Telly. Hope you're doing well. Did you guys get the notifications this morning? Because what I'm doing is I'm scheduling the shows for the next day, and I want to make sure that you guys are getting those notifications. Not from Ron, no Isaiah. I both like Miami, and there you go for the rest are here. All right. So here's the first system play, or the trends are your friends. Hey, Gloria, I know you like those ones. Hey, the trends are your friends, and we're all friends with Gloria, right? Let's take a look here. Miami Heat. And they're a big favorite here tonight. -10 against Detroit. And like Isaiah, Detroit's a mess. But look at this. I saw this morning when I did this. The Miami Heat, as a road favorite the last 5 years, playing on 2 days rest, and they allowed 100 or more points against in their last game. 10-0 straight up and 10-0 against the point spread. But I don't know if I'm really ready to lay 10 points on a road team. I'd rather get 10. But I don't know if I want to lay 10 right now. But that is the team trend number 1. But your system play of the day in the no notifications for me, says Gloria. All right. I think that explains why people didn't get, when I logged in, I didn't see a lot of people logged in right now. So nobody got the notifications for this morning. Okay, that's good to know. All right, let's go to system play number 1. Or actually, it's the only one since we only got 4 games. And any NBA home favorite. And the total's between 205 to 210. And tonight's total is what? 210 exactly. And, keep an eye on it. It might have moved, right? Before a non-conference game, and they're playing on 1 day's rest. Coming off a win versus Western Southwest opponent. And they're coming off a home win. The home team is 24-4 straight up. 18-9-1 against the point spread. So if you do like the Clippers here tonight, let me check with bookmakers, see what the money line is. I like that money line record, 24-4. But with that type of line, we're probably looking at a -180 or something like that, right? Let me see, what was the line again? Let me see. The line on this game here tonight was -5.5. Yeah, we're probably in the 200s here when we're paying for the money line. So let me take a look here. NBA, Clippers, yeah, 228. That's too bad. A little too expensive. I'm not going to lay 228. But that's a pretty good system. Any NBA home favorite totals 205 to 210 before a non-conference game on 1 day's rest, coming off a win versus a Western Southwest opponent, and it was a home win. 24-4 straight up, 18-9-1 against the point spread. All right, let's take a look at the trends. We'll take a look at some of the trends here in the rain report, and let me see how we're doing on time. 22 minutes. All right, pretty good. All right, we'll go to the old 80% club. And we'll see if we got any NHL or NBA. So we'll do NHL first, see if we got any NHL trends here tonight. And I probably already gave them out. So Calgary is a home favorite during the month of November, playing 3 games in 4 nights, 9-2. And I told you about that 7-0 record after a 7-game road trip. And let me see, the Oilers on the puck line. If you like the puck line, when Edmonton's a road team on 5 or more days rest. Really? Not 5 days. They haven't been on 5 days rest, have they? I don't think so. Let me check a look here. When was the last time they played? I thought they played Saturday night. Or maybe it was last Thursday. I don't know. Let me take a look here. Edmonton, the 20th. Yeah, so no, that doesn't pertain to this. So I'll have to, quality check right there. A little mental note. Philly is a road underdog during the month of November, the last 3 years. 12-3 on the puck line. So little, I like the Calgary one. I'm probably going to give that a little bit of thought this afternoon, but I'm not laying 220. I don't like laying 220 in the NHL. And for the NBA, I gave you that nice one on the Miami Heat, 10-0. That's a pretty good one right there. This one here, when the Heat are a road favorite last 5 years on 2 days rest, and they're coming off 100 or more points against the last game, 10-0. And let me see, if there's any other ones on here worth looking at. There's another one on the Heat as a road favorite after a division game on 2 days rest, 10-2, but again, -10, right? And we have some good ones. Look at that. The Clippers are a home favorite last 3 years, the month of November, 19-1 straight up. And let me see if there's any other. Okay, here's one on the New York Knicks. So when the New York Knicks are a home favorite during the last 2 years and they lost their last game by 6 points or more, 9-1 straight up and against the number, and that's a pretty good one right there. All right, there you have it, folks. That is the rain report today. Again, we're condensing our shows to accommodate the shorter podcast, but I'm doing more videos during the day. So if you look at our front page on our YouTube channel, you're gonna see that I do have like 2-minute videos, and they're gonna be videos about everything. It could be like a system. It could be a preview of a game. It could be something that I see that I want to do, a rant, right? So I will be doing that. All right, folks, that's it for a Tuesday, November 23rd. I'll be back again. Got to go to a funeral tomorrow, so I don't know what time, if I'll do the show before or after, but I'll probably, I don't know yet. You'll have to just check the website, and I'll put the schedule up, and I'll let you guys know when the tomorrow's show will be. In the meantime, shop for value, play those percentages, and I'll see you back here on a Hump Day Wednesday. Hasta la vista, baby, and we'll see you mañana. Cheers.